Hi guys, I'm Shmi, hello and welcome back to the channel where at the moment I don't really know what to say. Behind me we have the car collection of B14, currently here visiting London, and well, the cars kind of do the talking. We've got a Lamborghini Veneno Roadster, we've got a Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta, we've got a Pagani Huayra Roadster, we've then got a Porsche 918 Spider Weissach package, we've got a Koenigsegg Regera and a Ferrari LaFerrari Coupe. B14 has brought these cars over here to the UK from Saudi Arabia, and we're going to have an exclusive opportunity to see them all together, to go through the cars before, wait for it, we're going to be taking out the Veneno Roadster. I'm going to be jumping on board this car for a small experience in a complete unicorn. This is unreal. Let's check out B14's cars. Now this is a sight to behold and a half. We are looking at some of the rarest hypercars in the world, and yes, please do expect many voice cracks right now from excitement because you do not see this every day. Even I am in complete dreamland right now, but the amazing thing is that each and every one of these is actually unique, special, or has something bespoke about it as well, and I don't really know where to start. There are only 9 of those, there are just over 200 of those. That is number 1 out of 100 being made. 918 Spiders. They're only going to be making, I think it's 70 or so Regeras, and of course the LaFerrari, one of 499, now 500 as well. But the specs are all unique. In fact, let's start up at this end. This is the only LaFerrari Coupe painted in yellow that also has a yellow roof. The Koenigsegg Regera, Koenigsegg's mega hybrid hypercar, we could say, is also painted in a unique livery. This is a car actually that I saw presented at the Geneva Motor Show. Coming further on, we have the 918 Spider that went back to Porsche exclusive manufacturer to have the interior changed. It's actually got houndstooth on the interior. It also has the magnesium bronze painted wheels. Then we've got the Huayra Roadster, number 1, as I said, out of the 100 that are being made in total. The LaFerrari Aperta, an incredibly rare car, this one unique with the pearlescent white, the golden wheels, and also some touches to the interior, and I'm going to be showing you through all of these very shortly. And then we get to one of the most ultimate, I think, angry, aggressive, rare, bespoke, special hypercars that has basically ever been made, the Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. They made the 3 coupes, they made the 9 roadsters. I've been lucky enough to see a few of them so far in my time, but this one in satin black with the green leather interior is just something else. This thing, as I've described it before, is the Lamborghiniest of Lamborghinis. This is what happens with their few off series when they go completely wild and make something insane, and that is the car we're going to be hearing and experiencing very shortly. But just look at that lineup, look at all of these cars, and yes, like I said, the voice cracks are going to be on overload because I can't quite take in what I'm actually looking at right now. LaFerrari Aperta, Huayra Roadster, 918 Weissach, Koenigsegg Regera, LaFerrari at the end. These are some of the greatest dream cars in the world, and they've all been sourced via 7 Car Lounge, brought over here to London to go and visit Topaz Detailing to have PPF installed. In fact, the 4 white cars have already got it installed, the LaF, the Pagani, the Porsche and the Koenigsegg. The LaF at the end and the Veneno will be heading after this visit to go and have their PPF fitted as well. But this is just, what can I say? It's a Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. Let me come and quickly show you the interior of this car. We will open it up, the door handle just under here. Doors pop on open, and look at this. It preempted in a way the SV and the SVJ based on the Aventador platform. There's no roof at all. You have that snorkel behind the head, pulling the air into the 6.5 litre V12 back there. There's the badge there, 750 horsepower, 4-wheel drive with the ISR, the 7-speed automated manual gearbox. But this is what happens when Lamborghini decide to go bespoke. You have the tricolore coloured flag colours of the switchgear in the centre. You have that shark fin running towards this ginormous rear wing. And at the time this was introduced, this was the early days of these kind of cars, making bespoke limited editions. Look at the back, the different positions you can mount the rear wing at. Everything about it is breathtaking, and we're going to be hearing it in a moment, and then we're going to be taking it outside, which seems like a bit of a dream right now. I've been seeing it over the internet on B14's Instagram page, and now we're here with all of these to experience this. Before we go anywhere, let me show you something very exciting really quickly. Just here, we have the magic bag with all of the keys to the different cars. Just have a look at some of these. The Koenigsegg Regera key with the Koenigsegg crest, and come and check out this, the party trick. If you haven't seen it before, you literally double tap and watch what happens. I kid you not, the doors open. They are motorized. This is, do you know what? I've seen it before, and it's still very, very special. And yes, they do have sensors to ensure that they don't hit the ground. Close them in exactly the same way. You can open and close the front and rear clams of the car as well. The Regera, that's just such a fun thing about that car. Then what do we have? The 918. Let me show you the interior of the 918 and what's so special about this. So just unlock it quickly. Inside here, literally, the houndstooth interior finish, done by Porsche exclusive manufacturer. That's incredible. So-called a historical nod from Porsches of old, and being a Weissach car, that's why you have those end plates and more carbon fiber for the roof. Right back we come, quickly to have a look at, I think, the LaFerrari, and I'm gonna have the problem here. Which key is it? Is this the Aperta? Yes, that's the Aperta. Have a look at the interior of this. It's a nod towards Juventus. B14 is a big Juventus fan, and in fact, inside the car, there are actually a few touches. You've got Juventina here, you've got a Juventus phrase here, fino alla fine. But again, this car from Ferrari, tailor-made. Both LaFerraris are tailor-made. That's just, well, pretty special. You have to be quite careful with LaFerrari doors. Drop them from just a few inches above. But lock that back up for the moment. In here also should be our Veneno key. This is the one we're going to be taking right now. Let's do it. This is not the next clip that I was intending. B14 has just invited me to drive the Veneno, to take the wheel myself. In his words, he's my biggest fan, and that's probably true if he's going to trust me to drive this. I am buzzing, slightly nervous, slightly anxious to experience this car. So let's, I guess, take a step inside and start it up, shall we? Fire this into life. This feels quite unreal right at this second, but we are doing this. We are going to be, well, I'm going to be literally driving the Lamborghini Veneno. Whew, okay, deep breath, flip this up, fire it into life. This is really happening. This is actually really happening. I don't know what to say, but let's head on out. All right then, pull the paddle into first gear. I will turn off the electronic handbrake. This is genuinely happening right now. This car is huge, that's for sure. And I've got to be very careful of this pillar as we're about to drive it past that lineup. And do excuse the noise of the tyres on the ground, but this is absolutely unbelievable. We're doing this. Okay. Delicately goes. I'm driving a Veneno. And it's this Veneno. Here we are then. And yes, I'm currently driving in automatic and in Strada as we crawl through Knightsbridge in central London in the Veneno Roadster. That's third gear. Let me just pop it into sport. The view in the rear view is pretty non-existent. You've basically got a snorkel floating in the air behind you. Something else noisy there. This is the ultimate Batmobile. There is no Batmobile more Batmobile-like than this thing. Okay. But there's something very noisy over there. I'm going to be taking it easy. Nice and quiet and chill. This is insane. We do have air conditioning. We don't have infotainment. We don't have a lift system. It's very low. press this, we go into manual. Literally my first port of call is to go through the Hyde Park Corner tunnel towards Green Park from Knightsbridge. Drop it down into second gear. Whoa! I'm driving at like 25 miles per hour and it sounds like I'm going about 100. Downshift is so ferocious, and that's in sport mode, that's not in Corsa. Those overrun burbles. What is this? I've never heard this. I think I just got recognised. Yeah, this is mad, and obviously no roof, these low-cut windows. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm driving a Venado. And again, one of the strangest parts of this for me is that these are roads I know, currently driving them, of course, left-hand drive. I have driven around London in my left-hand drive for GT, but in this car, of all cars. I just cannot get this smile off my face. It's a bit of shock, really. But this is happening. And look, in front of me, a Lamborghini Huracan. The baby sibling to this thing. This is one of the most ridiculous cars I have ever driven in my life. And I don't know what to make of it right now. Concentration absolutely in overload. I'm not gonna lie, we have some very dark front window tints which do not make it particularly easy to see out the front, but it's firm. It is very, very firm. But those downshifts, they're so aggressive, and I'm sure that somebody is going to comment, stop driving it like a granny. But I hope I don't need to remind you that this is an incredibly valuable car that we are driving in the centre of London, so this is not the time to put the foot down. Just to have this opportunity is kind of mind blown, literally. Driving this. What? I am being super cautious with this. I think understandably with traffic on the roads. The sound though, when you drop it down a gear, it's just angry. And then we come to Park Lane, which is basically the only place in central London where normally it's a little bit less busy and has a slightly faster speed limit. Basically driving a Lamborghini race car in the centre of London. We've got Marble Arch, well, behind the bus in front of us. This is like a tourist trip around London City. All I can do is laugh. I need a pinch, although I think if I did I'd wake up and this is just going to be some kind of dream. How are we really doing this? Now of course it's late at night. In front of me here is Oxford Street. Imagine being here on a Saturday afternoon driving in this thing. People would actually think Batman was coming. They genuinely would. I mean, what else could this possibly be? Now out of the 9 Roadsters, 6 of them I think are red. It's a very nice red. One of them is satin carbon, one of them is white, and this one is satin black. This is by far the most menacing. And well, it's probably the only one that's actually being driven, I would guess. It's been taken from loads of places. Let's just try Corsa mode. for interest's sake, I think it's going to get even further. And it needs the revs, really. I haven't really mentioned yet, by the way, but the noise of the air being sucked in through the snorkel just behind you, that's very, very prominent as we go past the BMW finally. Those sounds, you just lift off and let it roll. Wow. My word. I think I'm actually going to pop it back into sport. I think you just get more aggressive tone out of it. I know it changes the configuration of the four-wheel drive system, the distribution of power. But to be honest, there's so little information out there about this car, I don't really know all that much about it. All I know is that it's insane. They literally only made the 9 of the Roadsters off the back of the success of the 3 coupes. Both paddles into neutral. That's just about 3,500 RPM. Goes all the way up to 8,000. 750 horsepower of naturally aspirated V12. Open air. This is a spectacular night to be driving this car. It's dreamy. It's absolutely dreamy. Smart car, like the polar opposite to this. Wow. Yeah, the noise in sport mode. I tell you what, it does a great job of making you think that you are driving a whole lot faster than you actually are. I'm actually being slightly wary as well that we are in central London at night, and this area in particular is where you basically can't drive and make a lot of noise. So in fact, we should pop it back into Strada. But this is something that I never ever even put on my bucket list. It was that remote that I could ever get the opportunity to drive a Veneno. And here we are, under the lights of London, in front of the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. We've just gone past one of the Ferrari ateliers, driving in this. I mean, it's like a fighter jet crazy thing. There are no words for this. There genuinely aren't words. I cannot say thank you to B14 enough for this opportunity that I was not expecting. I thought I was just coming to take a look at the cars, and then the opportunity came up to go out in this, and then here we are. I'm actually driving it. Oh, when am I going to wake up? We're back then. Which means I am actually driving the Veneno towards a Regera and a LaFerrari and a 918 and a Pyro Roadster and a LaFerrari Atlanta. It just gets even more unreal. But I tell you what we haven't done. Let's pop it into neutral for a second. Just listen to this. Wow! That's... yeah. I think I'm just going to park this in front of the others for a moment, because I have to take a photo of this thing. Reversing camera view, even that's ridiculous. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to make of this. I mean, handbrake on. We're about to have silence. Wow. Just wow. Literally, what has just happened? Part of me thinks that I was just driving B14's Veneno Roadster. The other part of me thinks there is no way that could possibly ever have happened. But now that the car is here, let me show you a few more things about it. And I should also mention, by the way, I neglected to say earlier that Lamborghini KS in Florida frequently drives his Veneno Coupe. And I was also thinking more about the different specs of Veneno Roadsters. And there's also a bright green one as well. So maybe that means only 5 of them are red. Or who actually knows? Because you so rarely see these things, so to even be in its presence is something special. And I was lucky enough recently during my trip in the USA, over in New York and Long Island, to go via Lamborghini Long Island and to see two of them side by side. The white one alongside the white Roadster, alongside one of the grey coupes. All three of the coupes are silver grey, painted with different pinstriped accents. Actually, there are two white Veneno Roadsters. The more this goes on, the more I actually remember about them. Wow, I've seen a few. I'm quite lucky to have seen as many Venenos as I have and to have now experienced what it's like to drive. But this car is the result of Lamborghini's designers going completely wild, complete freedom to make something insane. And you can see that with all the jagged edges, the lines, the aero-styled, almost fighter jet-styled aero and aggression of it. Look at how extended the front splitter is and how sharp and pointed it is right down towards the floor. The distinct tail lights, almost LMP style, like on Le Mans cars, on the prototypes. You've got these end plates, it's all carbon, the whole body is carbon fiber. Then look at the jagged wheel arch line, look at that edge, look at the wheels as well, carbon fiber trim piece around the wheels, the calipers painted to match the pinstripes, and the interior. Then you come around, the size of those openings for the airflow through to the radiators to cool the engine, the jagged arches again around the back, and then the wing mounted towards this spine, motorsport and inspired. The way the snorkel, the way this is all designed and styled is incredible. And this particular car in the satin black, it suits this so well. I'm sure you agree with that looking around it. The car over from KSA, Saudi Arabia. You've got the tail lights with the Y spoke, the traditional kind of Lamborghini style, that Y, and then almost running the full width the way they're styled around the Lamborghini badge. And then look at the exhaust down here. Look at that exhaust system, the way it's mounted on almost a part of the diffuser with these gigantic fins as well that you have going underneath it. The whole design of this thing is truly absurd, and that, I would say, is probably the most aggressive of the cars here. But just look at this lineup, and I've been very lucky actually prior to now to have driven a LaFerrari and a Perta, to have driven a Huayra, a 918 and a Koenigsegg Regera, and now a Veneno. I honestly never thought I would ever drive a Lamborghini Veneno, let alone B14's Veneno Roadster. This has been an evening of dreams. At the beginning, that was not something I thought might ever happen, and it's just kind of hitting me. This is the realization moment of how special that actually was. I've driven around the centre of London in a Veneno Roadster. All I can say is thank you so much to B14, because that's been incredible. One of the highlights, I think, of my YouTube channel ever to date. To have the opportunity to see all of these cars together, and that. Wow. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it an awful lot. For now, I'm going to go away and try and relive this and take it in and see if it actually happened. You already know, we'll find out later. For now though, that's it. I'll see you soon. Cheers.